Here I am. Wait, no, that's not me. But let's say you're in the Philippines and you want to go to the beach or someplace. You might want to take a VHire. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about VHire or van for hire and a company called MyBus. VHires or van for hires are pretty much, you can find them across the Philippines. Here I'm at SM Mall at Seaside, and I've just come out of the main entrance. I've walked across the taxi lane and the next lane over, and in front of me here are what's called VHire. You'll find some VHire terminals here at SM in Cebu City, and at the I believe the south bus terminal, and probably up near the north bus terminal. They've got a number of spots where they congregate. These particular buses used to run out of the area near the south bus terminal or the downtown area, is my understanding. There's a lot of them that run regular routes. They run north out of Cebu City, out of this terminal primarily. Pardon me, they run mostly south out of this terminal. West, Toledo is, if you go directly west from Cebu City on the other side of the island is Toledo. Mole Bowl is on the other side of the island, further south from Toledo. It's a big scuba diving area. How much to Toledo? How much?
Per person?
One person.
Per person 100.
100. So, do you know how much the Mole Bowl?
I think 120.
120?
120 pesos per person.
How often do they leave? Every hour?
Yeah.
Or do they wait till they're full?
I wait for 18 passengers.
So they wait. So maybe 1 hour, maybe 2 hours.
No. I paid for 2 hours, maybe 2 hours.
Okay.
Toledo only Cebu 30 minutes.
Oh, when they're full, they go.
Yeah.
How long to get to Toledo?
How long? 1 hour and a half.
1.5 hours.
Yes.
Very good. Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Hey,
Good afternoon, sir.
you driver?
Yes, driver.
Not today. Is this Mole Bowl?
Yes.
How long to get to? How long? How many hours?
2 hours and a half.
2 hours and a half. How much?
100.
100? How off? What time in the morning do you start?
6 o'clock.
You start at 6?
Yeah.
And then every hour?
Every hour.
Really? Till how late at night?
7 o'clock we will go now.
7 o'clock at night.
7 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
Thank you.
Ludopan is a barangay or village in the city of Toledo, about 45 kilometers west of Cebu City. And like I said, they've got a number of destinations that go out of this area. That one goes to Escapade. Wait, no, that's the model of the van, I guess. Anyway, this is Cebu. This is SM City Seaside. We were just at the terminal at SM Seaside Mall, and now we've jumped over to the SM Mall in Cebu City. Most of these VHires run regular routes, and I think they all run regular routes. For instance, and most of them fairly local. A lot of these vans run over to Mactan Island, Lapu-Lapu. Like here it says Lapu-Lapu to SM, and they just go back and forth. And they've got several of these vans go there. Here's some of the pricing. I'm not sure if I got close enough where you can read that. I'm just came to get information today. How often, like Cordova?
Yeah, Cordova, sir.
How often do they leave?
Dinner, sir. 6 a.m.
Start at 6 a.m.
6 a.m. until 10 p.m.
till 10 p.m. And every hour? When it is full, so maybe 1 hour, maybe 2 hours?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Not today, but maybe next week. I just came to see how they do this. How many
People?
would be 2? So 35, huh? Okay. Where is Balamban? Where is Balamban?
Balamban. Yes, sir. Good.
Where is it? We're in Cebu.
Here. South.
South. Past Leyte?
No, the Central Highway. Crossing Central Highway.
Okay. Okay, very good. Thank you. So why would you take a VHire? Number one, and probably the most important, they're air conditioned. Buses come either air conditioned or not air conditioned. Jeepneys are not air conditioned except for the natural air blowing through your hair. The trick is to, wherever you're at in the Philippines, is to find out where there's a terminal close and find out what kind of schedule they run on. It seems like a lot of these run every hour, but actually if they fill one of these up, they'll head out. So in this case, they've got at least a dozen different vans headed for Lapu-Lapu and over to Cordova, which are both on Mactan Island. So when they fill up, they head out. So you just get in line and wait your turn to get in. The other thing you can do, if you're, let's say, for instance, over one holiday, a bunch of us were up on the north end of Cebu Island and near Medellin, and we were waiting by the side of the road, waiting for the next bus to come by. Well, one of these VHires came by, was headed to Cebu City. He pulled over, saw us, and the price was $150 a piece. The bus was going to be $140 a piece. So we jumped in and took our 3-hour ride for 150 pesos a piece. Worked out real well for us. The trick is being able to find somebody that can tell you what their schedule is, where you can stop. It seems to me that you can stop almost anywhere along the road to catch one of these. The same goes for a bus. Buses will stop. If you flag them down, they have space available, it seems. It's been my experience. So we have visited 2 of the VHire terminals that run regular routes. The other option is you can go online and do a search for VHire or Van for Hire, and you'll get several hits. And you can rent, there's several people that will rent vans out for a day or several days, that type of thing, and provide the driver. And you just negotiate the price. I have found that by knowing people, it helps bring the price down. If you're going with a group, like I've said before, Filipinos are some of the best network people in the world, and if one of the people in your group knows somebody who knows somebody, a lot of times they can negotiate a little bit better price. Might save you 500 or 1,000 pesos on the trip, depending on where you're going. That is a little bit of information about the VHire option to get around the Philippines. Now I'm going to jump over and talk about a company called MyBus. It's a company that started here in Cebu City, I think November of 2015. They've got a number of terminals. They seem to be tied in with SM. They've got a terminal on the other side of SM Cebu City, right here, what we're looking at. They've got a terminal on the opposite side from where we're at right now. And right there. And they've got a terminal at SM Seaside. They also stop at Park Mall. They've done a trial run to the airport, and they've got, I believe, 6 new buses in to run to the airport. But I believe the rapid transit people also plan on starting to run buses to the airport. This is right near the Bayfront Hotel, right across the street from SM Cebu City Mall. This is a pretty new operation. What you do, you spend 100 pesos and you get a little plastic card, and you load that card with at least 100 pesos to start with, and then each time you want to add to it, you add 100 pesos.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Hey,
Thank you.
can I get 200 on here?
Yeah. You top up 200?
Yeah. I think I have 75 on there now.
Okay, let's balance.
Do you still go to Tbilisi?
Yes, you have your 75 balance.
Yeah.
So it's still enough for one ticket. So where you going? In Talisay?
No, I want to go to SM Seaside,
Okay.
and then I will come back. But still, can I buy 100?
Yes.
Can I put one?
75 is enough because our ride is 25. So back and forth is 50. So you have your 75 balance in
Yeah,
card.
but still, I want
25, sir.
I want to get balanced so I don't have to worry.
Yes.
Because you go downtown also.
Here. Only SM Cebu.
Okay.
So you wanna go to SMC side right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will get one ticket.
You're going to put one more. Can I buy 100
Yes.
load? Okay.
So just present the bus ticket to the bus driver.
Okay.
Top up 100. Just wait. 100 guys. Just wait for the Just wait for the receipt. Your card, so 400. Just wait for the receipt.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So all in all, your balance is 150. Thank you.
Okay. Now, which bus do I
Yeah,
want?
that one. That bus goes to SMC side.
This one. Very
Yeah.
good. Thank you.
Just present the bus ticket. Thank you.
Okay.
Sir,
Hey.
sir.
Seaside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sabay ka? Bato kita sa Chile.
Now this bus on the way to SM Seaside will also stop downtown. They've got a little canopy tent on the sidewalk down near Cologne Street, might be on Cologne Street, and you can buy tickets there also to go one way or the other. But the bus stops down there. I'm sure these bus drivers don't appreciate messing around in traffic downtown. You'll see some of that as we go around a couple of corners here. Most of the trips cost 25 pesos one way, which is a pretty good deal, and they run on a pretty good schedule, regular schedule. This is down by I think Fort San Pedro, I think it's called, right down by Pier 1 in Cebu City. It's a big park down there. Is it called Independence Park or something similar to that? But it's Sunday today, and a lot of people gathering around there. I'm not sure if they have any entertainment or what, or if just the families go out there for a good time. The buses run Park Mall, which is in Mandaue. They also have a couple other stops in Mandaue. I'm not sure if that's where immigration is, Mandaue City, which is right next to Cebu City. And I presume it would get you fairly close to immigration, but I'm not real positive how close. They also run down to Leyte City, which is south of Cebu City, about 9 kilometers, about 5.5 miles, considered part of the metropolitan Cebu City area. If you have a reason to go down there, I met several expats that live down there for one reason or another. They say it's cheaper to live down there. But they've got a small terminal down there also. They did have to cancel a few trips down to Leyte during our heavy rains, a day or two, because there was some flooding on the streets, I guess. But anyway, it's a pretty good deal. The buses are clean. They're new. The operation is evolving. They started in November 2015, so they're adding buses. They're adjusting routes as they see fit. Now, notice this guy helping direct this car to back in there. Nothing personal, Filipinos, but I've seen some of the worst drivers up here, and we're pretty much right downtown here. But if you get a guy helping to direct traffic, helping you get out into traffic or back out into traffic or whatever, park back into a parking spot, they usually want, I hope to get a couple pesos, but here we're going around a couple streets downtown, and it's got to be pretty tough for these bus drivers trying to get down through here with all the tricycles and bicycles and motorbikes and jeepneys and all the pedestrians all trying to use the same lanes. Now, I've been here a little over 10 months now, and I have yet to see one stop sign anywhere in the island of Cebu City. I've been to a couple other cities, Dumaguete. I have not seen one stop sign, and I see very few traffic lights. It's amazing how this traffic, they just go. They just weave in and out like a bunch of ants. Just make their way, and they give way. There's a lot of honking. Some is rude honking. Some is hey, look out! I'm coming up beside you. Don't run over me type thing. But you hear a lot of honking here. The way I found out about these MyBus operation was at SM Seaside many months ago, and I was going to take a taxi out of there, and the line for the taxi was just outrageously long. And I seen these buses down, they're parked right out in front alongside the curb, and so I walked down to check out and find out what they were. And they told me about, well, you buy the card for 100 pesos, you put at least 100 pesos load on it to start with. Most of the trips are 25 pesos. And so I bought the card. I spent 200 pesos and on the bus, and I was back to SM Mall in Cebu City. Now, an important thing about that, a lot of the taxis don't like to go to SM Seaside because from the main Cebu City and Mandaue City areas, because the traffic that they have to go through down through this downtown area is so bad it slows them up, and they lose money when they do that. So there, a lot of times there's a little bit of a shortage of taxis there. So MyBus comes in real handy. Take the MyBus over to SM Cebu City, and then it's real easy usually to catch a taxi out of there. We're only about 3, maybe 4 kilometers from SM Seaside right now. So anyway, I'm going to cut this off. I appreciate you watching. Please subscribe if you find these interesting or helpful.